Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhakti is yoga for us. What is yoga? Which facilitates our smooth journey. That is yoga. Bhakti becomes yoga, a good stuff, food stuff for our smooth journey. That is why we call it yoga. Karma becomes yoga. Karma we do here. All our students very much actively involved in karma yoga, nourishing our plants around, taking care of many co-travelers around us, like cows, so many domestic animals, mainly our co-travelers are these trees, plants, herbs, creepers. So karma becomes yoga. Without murmuring, grumbling, self-motivated when we take up all these works and do it with all commitment, nourishing this nature, it becomes yoga. Karma becomes yoga. Dhyana becomes yoga. Dhyana means channelizing our mental energy. When we are supposed to do something with so much intense care, naturally our mind gets channelized. One-pointedness of mind, it is called dhyana. But one-pointedness, sometimes it will be too much materialistic. While enjoying many things, also our mind gets channelized. While driving one's motorcycle also, while driving Airavata, Volvo bus also, in the hills, in the mountain areas, drivers are so much totally channelized. Their mind gets channelized. That is how the whole mental energy becomes one-pointed. But as we objectify the highest things, purest things, there we channelize our minds, then it becomes dhyana. Then it becomes dhyana yoga. Bhakti, how it can become yoga? Now, many people become bhaktas, devotees. In Kannada we say, Sankata Bandaga Venkataramana. Sankata Bandaga Venkataramana. When we are in Sankata, in troubles, immediately we surrender to Venkataramana, God. This type of bhakti, it is not considered as bhakti. It is not bhakti yoga. Bhakti you can call, but you cannot call it yoga. Just to overcome sankata problems, day-to-day trivial problems, hurdles. Just to overcome all these things, when we just go to some divine place, auspicious activities we involve, this type of bhakti, it is Sankata Bandaga Venkata Ramana. Formula applies there. Now, in our society, we see this type of bhakti more. We have to make this bhakti yoga oriented, yoga centric. That is how we have to reform our bhakti. Bhakti is very, very natural instinct. If something is favorable, I develop some sort of sympathy and empathy. Naturally, it is very natural instinct of every human being. You know, in our students' life, they become very close friends. A person, one who is in need, indeed he becomes a friend. Friend in need is friend indeed. That is how friendship emerges. Naturally, sharing and caring continues. That is how they become very close friends. Sympathy, empathy will be there always. Sharing and caring will be there always. Okay, it is good also. In a student life, it is very good. If that friendship, it is positively charged. Sometimes friends, they become friends just to cooperatively, reciprocally do some cheating, some wicked things also. There many students come together, become very close, cooperatively they show their strength just to get some of their benefits, some of their selfish benefits. It is not that friendship. That is why greed-oriented, need-oriented friendship, it is something else. Most of the time, our students, they go for need-oriented friendship because they are too much greed-oriented. When this greed and need, they go hand in hand, for that they make friendship. That friendship, it is not so good. That is how bhakti also, if that bhakti, devotion, just to get some temporary benefits, then bhakti, it is for bhukti. Bhukti means it is eating. So bhakti and bhukti also will be very much friendly in our life journey. Sometimes we feel that I am doing bhakti, I am getting up early in the morning and doing bhajan and all this. I am doing so many auspicious activities, that is what we claim, but the internal intention will be sometimes very, very selfish. If it is selfish, then it is not bhakti, it is called bhukti, bhukti, bhukti. Bhukti oriented bhakti cannot become yoga. That is how bhakti, yoga and bhukti, bhakti, these two things we have to keep separate. For ideal bhakti, who is the real model, role model? Next point. Who is the real role model for real bhakti? That is what great Adi Kavi Valmiki projected, the real ideal devotee in his Sundara Kanda of Ramayana. Who is that? Anjaneya. That is why every day we chant what? That is the main purpose. Now in this modern world, every young girls and boys must have Hanumanji as their role models. not any cinema hero or heroines or cricket heroes, heroines. They are not, they are great, no doubt. But in this society, Indian society, great heroes are like Hanuman. That is why he is called Sundara. Sundara means so beautiful, very beautiful, superlatively beautiful. Why? He was not so beautiful. He was a very strong man, sturdy, and his face cut was not so beautiful because his face was damaged by the sun god, because he has shown his adventure when he was a small boy. There he got some wound on his face. That is why he was called Hanuman. Then why he is Sundara? The whole story of Hanuman, where it is described in one particular chapter, that chapter is named as Sundara Kanda. Sundara Sundara Soyam Anjanananda Vardhanaha. That is how the great Adi Kavi tells this young man Hanuman is Sundara. Why he was Sundara? Who is that Sundara? There only the great poet Adi Kavi tells Anjanananda Vardhana. Any person, one who gives so much joy and sense of fulfillment to their parents, such girls and boys become so beautiful, according to Valmiki. It is not that cosmetics and all these things make you Sundara, but it is internal Saundarya, beauty, that is what makes someone Sundara. Now, unfortunately, our college girls and boys, they go for China-made cosmetics. Horrible it is. And they go for all these things and they burn their skin. And for temporary beauty show, they go for all these cosmetics. Ultimately, they lose their Saundarya. That is what is happening now. Most unfortunate thing. But how Hanuman was Sundara? That is the real concept of internal beauty. So by whose behavior all great elderly people will be pleased, that man, whether it is college girl or boy, becomes beautiful, very handsome. This concept, you see how beautiful it is. So, Anjaneya, whom you are praying every day for Sankata Mochana, he is a real model for beauty. He has never visited any beauty parlor, but he is so beautiful, very handsome. Why? Because Anjana Anandavardhana, he enhances that joy and content and happiness of whole family and elders, particularly mother. See, so beautiful it is. So, mothers are their embodiment of compassionate and affection. They make penance just to bring up a child. They do so much tapas. Certainly, while doing so much tapas, that kind-hearted, compassionate mother's heart will be having so much great wishes and ambitions when that child is growing naturally. Naturally, every mother wants, oh, my son or my daughter or my son must become like this and like that. As that girl or boy grow, their tendency will be different. That too, when they come to adolescence, their mind becomes full of lust and anger and ego, jealousy, fear, whatnot nowadays. Very, very psychologically abnormal generation we have now in front of our eyes. That too in that particular age. Now all the statistics say that all those crimes committed by our young girls and boys, they are more when they just cross through the teenage, from 13 to 19, teen. Why? That too in this society where parents take care of their children. In some society, parents are not at all worried about their children. There, if they become criminals, no special, nothing special. But here in this India, Bharat, it is what happening now. So now, then what is the remedy for that? We have to develop this positive concept of handsomeness and beautiful. How? What is that? What is that beauty? This beauty is the real concept of beauty. So we must make our parents proud of. That is the real beauty. So Sanskrit S-VYASA says, whatever tapas our parents do for us, development of us. For that, if at all you want to repay, even the whole lifespan is not at all sufficient. That is what Sanskrit shloka says. Now we have to think, all students here in this university, what the imagination your own mothers will be having in your house. According to that, are you behaving here? Are you developing your career here? Are you shaping your day-to-day activities here? Are you sublimating and purifying your psychological condition in this manner? All these things we have to introspect and correct, making Anjaneya as our role model. That is why repeatedly we say, we chant Hanuman Chalisa. Om Tat Sat.